Have you ever sat quietly at night, maybe with a cup of tea in your hands, and wondered, why is it that some people in their 70s or 80s seem so full of life, remembering every detail, seeing the world clearly, reading their favorite book without squinting, while others around the same age start to forget, lose focus, and struggle to see the faces they love? Maybe you've noticed it in yourself. That moment you walk into a room and forget why you came in. Or the times you hold a book closer because the words seem smaller than they used to be. You laugh it off, just getting older, but deep down a little voice whispers, what if it gets worse? And you're not alone in that thought. Every year millions of seniors experience those same quiet changes, not overnight but slowly, almost like the body's fading light. But here's something most people never realize: your brain and your eyes, they want to heal. They're constantly trying to repair themselves even while you sleep. All they need are the right tools, the right fuel, to do it. What if I told you that something as simple as the juice you drink before bed could make all the difference? Not a supplement, not a pill, just natural ingredients, straight from the earth, that help your memory stay sharp, your eyes stay clear, and your nights become moments of true restoration. This isn't about magic. It's not about quick fixes or expensive routines. It's about giving your body what time slowly takes away, naturally, gently, and powerfully. In today's video, you're going to discover the top 4 bedtime juices that support your brain, boost your focus, and even help your eyes repair themselves while you rest. These are juices backed by science, loved by seniors all over the world, and easy enough to make in your own kitchen tonight. And trust me, the 4th juice I'll share might surprise you. Most people overlook it completely, but once you know what it does for your brain and vision, you'll never look at it the same way again. So, before we dive in, I want you to do something simple. Type, "I'm here," in the comments if you're ready to protect your memory and vision the natural way. It tells me you're part of this journey, that you're not giving up on your health, your energy, or your golden years. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Golden Years Guide, where we share simple, science-backed tips to help you live stronger, see clearer, and feel brighter every single day. Because aging doesn't mean fading. It means growing wiser and learning how to take care of the body that's carried you all these years. Now let's start with the first juice on our list, the blueberry and beet blend. This one is what I like to call the nighttime brain booster. Picture this for a moment: someone you love, maybe your grandmother, your father, or even yourself, sitting at the kitchen table trying to remember the name of a neighbor they've known for years. They smile to cover it up, maybe make a joke about old age, but deep down it worries them. Because just a few years ago that memory would have come instantly. That's where this simple little blend comes in. Blueberries and beets, 2 ingredients that don't look like much on their own, but together they create one of the most powerful natural tonics for the aging brain. See, blueberries are more than just a fruit. They're packed with tiny compounds called anthocyanins, antioxidants that protect your brain cells from damage and help your neurons communicate better. They literally help your brain think faster and remember more. And beets, they're nature's secret to blood flow. They increase something called nitric oxide, which opens up your blood vessels and sends more oxygen straight to your brain. That means while you're sleeping, your brain isn't just resting, it's repairing. It's restoring those connections that help you recall names, places, and moments that matter most. Now here's what most people get wrong: they assume memory loss is an inevitable part of aging. But often, it's not that your brain is failing. It's that it's starving. Starving for oxygen. Starving for nutrients that keep it active and alive through the night. That's why this juice works so well before bed. It feeds the brain exactly what it needs when it's most ready to heal. Making it as simple. Take half a cup of fresh blueberries, frozen works too, and half of a small beet, peeled and chopped. Blend it with a glass of water. You can add a squeeze of lemon if you'd like a little tang, but skip the sugar. The natural sweetness from the beets and berries is all you need. Drink it about an hour before bed. Make it part of your evening ritual. Think of it as a quiet gift to your brain before you rest. And if you're thinking about trying this tonight, I want you to comment "brain boost" below. Let's see how many of us are ready to nourish our minds naturally. And hey, if you're finding these tips helpful so far, tap that like button. Not for me, but so that others, people just like you, can discover that small changes can make a big difference in how we age. Because improving memory is only half the story. The other half, it's about seeing that difference, literally. Now let's talk about the second juice. One that's as bright and uplifting as it looks in the glass. Carrot and orange juice, also known as the Vision Reviver. Imagine sitting down to read your favorite book, something you've loved for years, but the words blur together. You blink, adjust the light, move the book closer, farther. Nothing helps. You sigh and tell yourself, well, my eyes just aren't what they used to be. That was the story of Mr. Lewis, one of our loyal viewers, a 72-year-old retiree who loved reading history books every night. A few months back, he wrote to us saying that his eyesight had grown so weak, he could barely finish a single chapter. Then he tried this simple mix: 1 carrot, 1 orange, blended fresh before bed, and within weeks he said he noticed something incredible. His vision felt sharper. His eyes weren't as strained, and reading became enjoyable again. Now that might sound too simple to be true, but there's solid science behind it. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, the natural pigment that gives them their orange color. Your body turns beta-carotene into vitamin A, which keeps the surface of your eyes healthy and helps you see clearly, especially at night. Oranges, on the other hand, bring in vitamin C and antioxidants that protect the tiny delicate blood vessels in your eyes. They help slow down the damage that can blur your vision over time. Together, these two ingredients create a natural shield, protecting your eyes from dryness, strain, and even early signs of degeneration. Here's the thing. Most people believe they need expensive eye supplements to maintain good vision. But nature already gives us everything we need, right there in a simple, colorful glass. And the best part? You can make this in under a minute. Take 1 medium carrot and 1 orange. Slice, blend with water and drink it fresh. Don't go for bottled juices. They're often stripped of nutrients and loaded with sugar. You want the living version, the one that still carries nature's healing touch. So, if you're sitting there thinking, I could use a little more clarity, in my eyes and in my life, maybe this is your sign to start tonight. And listen, if you've been watching, learning, and nodding along but still haven't hit subscribe, why not? Go ahead, click that button. Not for me but for you. Because here at Golden Years Guide, we're not here to sell hope. We're here to build it with simple truths that actually work. We're here to help you age stronger, not slower. Now that we've talked about your eyes, let's move to something even more powerful. Something that connects your memory and your vision. It's the invisible system that runs your entire body, your nerves. And the next juice helps them recharge naturally. Now let's talk about something that most people never think about, your nerves. They're the silent messengers running through your body, connecting your eyes, your memory, your thoughts, even the way you move and feel. When they're healthy, everything flows. But when they're tired or inflamed, that's when things start to slip, little lapses in focus, moments of forgetfulness, or a sense that your mind just isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's exactly what happened to Evelyn. She's a retired schoolteacher, full of warmth and laughter. But a few months ago she started noticing something unsettling. She'd forget where she put her glasses or walk into a room and pause, trying to remember why she went there. It wasn't serious, but it worried her. She described it as a fog, not being tired exactly but not feeling clear either. Her nutritionist suggested something surprisingly simple: a glass of spinach and pineapple juice before bed. At first she laughed, juice? At night? But she gave it a try. Within weeks she noticed something amazing. Her focus started returning. She woke up clearer, lighter, and more energized. The mental fog began to lift and she felt like herself again. Now here's why this simple blend works. Spinach is rich in lutein and magnesium, two nutrients your nervous system depends on. Magnesium helps your nerves relax and recharge. It allows your body to actually let go of tension while you sleep, so your brain can process and store memories more effectively. Lutein, on the other hand, supports the delicate connection between your eyes and your brain. It's like giving your nerves a fresh coat of protection, keeping them strong and responsive. Then there's pineapple, sweet, tropical, and more powerful than it looks. It contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that reduces inflammation. That means it helps your nerves heal by calming the little fires that can disrupt communication between your brain, your eyes, and your body. Now here's the truth. Many people think that sleep alone restores the mind. But in reality, sleep is just the stage. Your body still needs the right fuel to do the work, to repair nerve connections, clear waste, and strengthen memory pathways. Without that fuel, it's like trying to build a house with no materials. That's where this juice fits in. It's a quiet act of nourishment that sets your body up for real recovery through the night. To make it, take a handful of fresh spinach, just a small handful is enough, and blend it with half a cup of pineapple and a bit of water. If you like it cold, add ice. Drink it before bed, Not too close to sleep, just enough time for your body to absorb its goodness. And there's a little bonus. The magnesium in spinach can also help you sleep more soundly. You might find yourself not just resting but truly recharging. If you try this one, go ahead and comment green glow below. Let's see how many of you are ready to give your nerves the care they deserve. Now, we've talked about memory, we've talked about vision, and we've talked about the nerves that connect it all. But there's one final piece to this puzzle, something that ties everything together. Because it's not just about feeding your brain or your eyes. It's about giving your entire body the rest and repair it needs. And that's where our next juice comes in. One that doesn't just support your memory and vision but helps your brain detox while you sleep. The final juice. The one I call the nighttime repair elixir. It's a blend of tart cherry and grape juice, and it's something truly special. If you've ever laid in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wishing you could just fall asleep, or worse, waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. and not being able to drift back, you already know how powerful sleep can be, and how painful it feels when you don't get it. Many seniors struggle with that. Restless nights, light sleep, waking up tired even after hours in bed. And when your sleep suffers, everything else follows. Your memory weakens. Your focus drifts. Your energy fades. But there's a deeper reason for that, one most people never realize. You see, when you sleep deeply, your brain enters a kind of self-cleaning mode. It flushes out toxins, repairs damaged cells, and strengthens the connections that hold your memories together. But if you're not sleeping well, that process doesn't happen properly. It's like leaving your computer on without ever restarting it. It just slows down over time. That's where tart cherry juice comes in. It's naturally rich in melatonin. That's the hormone your body uses to fall asleep and stay asleep. But unlike sleep pills, melatonin from cherries is gentle. It helps your body find its own rhythm again. And then there are grapes, simple, sweet, and powerful. They contain resveratrol, an antioxidant that protects your brain cells from age-related damage. Together, tart cherries and grapes don't just help you fall asleep. They help your brain heal while you sleep. I remember a viewer, a woman named Martha, who shared her story with us. For years, she'd struggled with poor sleep and constant brain fog. She started drinking a small glass of this mix every night, half tart cherry juice, half grape juice, chilled. Within 2 weeks, she said something beautiful. "It's like my brain finally woke up after a good night's rest." Now, most people think that sleep problems and memory loss are two different things, but they're deeply connected. Poor sleep robs the brain of its chance to reset. When you restore deep, quality sleep, you're not just resting, you're rebuilding. Making this is as easy as it sounds. Mix half a cup of tart cherry juice with half a cup of red grape juice. Stir gently, chill it if you like, and sip it slowly about an hour before bed. It's sweet, relaxing, and within days you'll start to notice your body responding. Calmer nights, clearer mornings, steadier thoughts. If you believe that sleep and memory are connected, type yes in the comments below. Because recognizing that simple truth might be the first step toward changing your nights and your days for the better. And before we move on, if you're still watching, still learning, still thinking about all these natural ways to heal, but you haven't subscribed yet, tell me in the comments why not. I read every one of them. Because every day we share tips like these to help you live with more clarity, comfort, and peace. Now that we've explored all 4 juices, each one with its own gift for your brain, your eyes, and your rest, it's time to bring it all together. Because the real beauty isn't just in what you drink. It's in what these small, consistent choices can do for your future. You know, as we talk about these juices, these little nightly rituals, I want you to pause for a moment and think about what's really behind all this. Because it's not just about recipes or vitamins or antioxidants. It's about something much deeper, something that touches the heart. Watching someone you love start to forget names, lose interest in their favorite hobbies, or struggle to recognize familiar faces, it's painful. It's quiet heartbreak. You see them and you remember who they used to be, full of laughter, stories, and light. And part of you wonders if you'll ever see that spark again. But knowing that there are small, natural ways to help, that there are things you can do right now from your own kitchen, that's empowering. Because it means you're not helpless. It means aging isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you can navigate with wisdom and care. And maybe you're not doing this for yourself. Maybe you're doing it for someone you love, a parent, a grandparent, a partner. Maybe you just want to see them smile again, remember again, feel alive again. That love, that effort, that care, it matters more than you know. Aging can feel scary sometimes. The idea of losing parts of yourself, your memory, your vision, your independence, can weigh heavily on your heart. But I want you to look at it differently. This isn't about fearing aging. It's about embracing it wisely. It's about saying, my body has served me for decades, and now I'm going to serve it back. Every small step, every glass of juice, every mindful choice, every little moment of care, is a way of telling your body thank you. Thank you for all the years it's carried you. Thank you for the eyes that have seen your family grow. Thank you for the mind that's held memories, laughter, and love. And when you start giving your body what it truly needs, not harsh chemicals or miracle pills but gentle nourishment, it responds. It always does. Because your body was made to heal. It was made to adapt. And it's never too late to start giving it the chance. So tonight just start with one juice. One simple glass before bed. Maybe it's the blueberry and beet blend for your mind. Maybe the carrot and orange to bring life back to your vision. Maybe the spinach and pineapple to feed your nerves. Or the cherry and grape to help you rest deeply and wake up renewed. Start with one. You don't need to do everything at once. Because real change doesn't happen in one night, it happens over nights. Quietly, gently, naturally. And as the days go by, you'll start to feel it. More clarity in your thoughts, a little more energy in your mornings, a bit more light in your eyes. You'll start to recognize yourself again, not the years that have passed but the strength that's always been there. Remember this, the golden years aren't about fading away. They're about shining brighter. They're about stepping into a new season of life with wisdom, grace, and confidence. Because your story isn't ending. It's still being written, every single day, in every choice you make and in every act of care you give yourself. So let's make those choices count. Let's make them full of purpose, nourishment, and hope. Because the truth is, your best years aren't behind you. They're right here waiting for you to take care of yourself the way you deserve. So, let's take a moment to go over what we've learned today, because these 4 simple nighttime juices might just be the quiet miracle your body's been asking for. First, the blueberry and beet blend, your nighttime brain booster. This is the one that feeds your memory, sharpens your focus, and helps your mind stay bright, even as the years go by. A glass of this before bed gives your brain the oxygen and protection it needs to recharge overnight. Then we had the carrot and orange juice, the vision reviver. It's nature's way of helping your eyes heal, easing strain, and restoring that beautiful clarity that lets you truly see the world again. Colors, faces, sunsets, everything. Next, the spinach and pineapple juice, the nerve recharger. It's the blend that brings your energy and alertness back by nourishing your nerves, improving your focus, and calming your body before sleep. It reminds your system that healing happens best when you're rested and restored. And finally, the tart cherry and grape juice, the nighttime repair elixir. This is where deep rest meets true recovery. With natural melatonin and antioxidants, it helps your brain detox and reset, so you wake up clearer, calmer, and ready to take on the day. 4 juices. 4 natural ways to take back what time has quietly taken away, your memory, your clarity, your vision, and your peace of mind. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one will you try first? Is it the brain-boosting blueberry blend? The eye-loving carrot and orange? The soothing green glow of spinach and pineapple? Or maybe the calming cherry and grape that helps you drift off into deep, healing sleep? Tell me in the comments below, and if you have your own favorite natural remedy or nighttime ritual that's worked for you, share it. Your experience might help someone else who's just starting their journey toward better health. And if this video spoke to you, if you learned something new or felt a little spark of hope, please take a second to like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Years Guide. Every like, every comment, and every subscriber helps us reach more people who just want to live a little better, a little longer, and a lot happier. Because that's what this community is about, helping each other age stronger, not slower. Supporting one another with knowledge, kindness, and the simple truth that our bodies are capable of amazing things, no matter our age. So thank you, truly, for spending this time with me today. It means a lot that you care enough about your health, your memory, and your vision to listen, to learn, and to take that first small step. Here's to sharper minds, clearer eyes, calmer nights, and mornings that feel lighter and brighter. Here's to taking charge of your health in the most natural, gentle way possible. Stay strong. Stay inspired. And remember, your golden years aren't a time to slow down, they're your time to shine. I'll see you in the next video.